just keep the show moving and get your next comic up on the stage. She's awesome. You're gonna love her. Heather Jordan Ross. Let's get this started. I have a weird tattoo. I have a little otter. There it is. There he lives. Yeah, it's a weird tattoo, not because the otter has an earring. I won't explain that. It's a weird one. It's a weird tattoo because I got it with my twin sister in memory of who my twin sister used to be. And so basically, people talk about having another half, and then I'm like, oh, that's my other half. I'm an identical twin. Like, she's literally my other half. We did that. So your emotions mean nothing to me. But she is. She's my other half. And when we were kids, she kind of fell apart. And I've spent the following years gathering the pieces. So what happened is that when we were 13, somebody broke into my house and tried to rape her. They didn't. She screamed, yay. But my family was like, oh, thank God, nothing happened. Which is kind of like if you got stabbed and didn't hit any vital organs, and then you just bought a dog and never talked about it, which is what my parents did. Thanks, adults. Yeah, so we didn't think. I don't know if you guys can relate to this. Have you guys ever just started carving black circles into everything you own, and then you can't sleep unless you turn a puppet out? Yeah, we didn't think it was normal either. That's when Amelia got diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder. Yeah, life was a little crazy. And the craziest thing is that everybody else seemed to be so busy that the responsibility to like keep Amelia in check was left to me. Oh, which makes sense, because nothing says therapist like a broken-hearted 13-year-old girl, everyone. You guys can laugh. It's okay. I'm making jokes. Yeah. I'm laughing about it. If I'm the only one laughing, I'm weird. Guys, don't make it seem like I need help. And I know what you're asking. Like, okay, it's not called Amelia's Tragedy Show. Like, why are you up here talking? And if the question is, like, what happened to me, the answer is nothing. Nothing could happen to me because there's only so much room for sadness in one family. So if one person takes up all of that room, you just don't say anything. So I used to, like, kind of tone things down for my mom. So say, like, I was, like, nervous at school, or I got in a fight with my friend Cindy, or if someone tried to rape me in a field. What I would tell my mom is that I got a 98% in calculus. Doing good! Making you proud. Yeah. What was funny is that in the height of Amelia kind of going nuts, I was in the mall one day, and this woman, I was washing my hands, and this woman went by me with a stroller, and she's like, enjoy life while it's easy. And I was like, my sister just cut her wrist open in the photocopy room at school, but I hear teething's a real doozy. And then things got worse. My poor darling says she's the nicest person in the world. She started having seizures in high school. She has cataplexy, which is a type of narcolepsy, which means her body falls asleep but she's awake. And that means that she just has to be infuriated but silent when people call the ambulance. So we now have a medical bracelet for her that says, does it look like I have $600? The good news about her seizures is that they only happen when she's anxious. The bad news, of course, is that she has general anxiety disorder. Things are not treating her well. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. What's weird about this too is that this was also kind of put on me. Like, I don't know what about me being 10 pounds less than her says beefcake, but I would be called out of class to like drag her limp body to the sick room. Like, why? And the thing that was crazy is that this was happening at home too. I was the only person, and it didn't dawn on me until I think 2 years into it, I came home to my mom and my sister, my eldest sister, trying to carry her up the stairs, and I just looked at them and I was like, wow, I have incredible upper body strength. You're so strong. I had a breaking point with my twin, and I feel really bad for doing this. I was at a wedding, and my dad yelled at me, and I was in the bathroom with Amelia crying. And then Amelia, this is an anxiety-inducing situation, so Amelia started to pass out, and I was pissed. I was also drunk, and I pushed her. I was like, for fuck's sake, could I just be the person who is sad and has a problem for like, I don't know, 20 seconds? She didn't say anything. Turns out she wasn't faking it, guys. They were real! Whoops. That's the worst thing I've ever done. Anyway, the best part about my sister is that she's so great about everything. Like, she's so fucking funny. She blogs about everything. She recently, what is it, cross-stitched? She cross-stitched a thing that said, chronically ill and dressed to kill. So cute. And then she also said, my illness is not for your comfort, so I'm going to talk about it. So I was like, okay, fair. And then somebody commented, NARC is not a mental illness. And I was like, I'm sorry, my sister literally falls asleep halfway through sentences. And she says narcolepsy. Did you just call it narc? But anyway, she's so good about it. One day she called me, she was frustrated, and she's like, okay, look, I know I don't have MS, I know I don't have cancer, but sometimes I'm just frustrated. Like, sometimes I'm just like, for the love, just let me cry. Let me cry, let me be sad about this. Like, my life is fucked. I'm 24 and I have to go to bed at 10 o'clock every night. It's bullshit. And I was like, Amelia, like, I want to be an eternal well of support for you. Like, I want to be good to you. But here's the thing. NARC is not